And that is my motion that's on the table, so. If anybody wants to discuss that?
I'll second it.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. Sure, yeah, absolutely. And I'll restate my motion was that we grant, we modify the existing conditional use permit for the animal sanctuary as written, except for condition number 1. We change the hours of operation. Instead of between 7:30 a.m. and 8 p.m., we have it at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, with activities beyond these hours shall be limited to the following by no more than one volunteer. A, pickups for cats going for the spaying or neutering. B, staff visits for the medications after 8 p.m., and then putting a contingency C for medical emergencies. Oh, yes, thank you for that catch.
What's that?
Which a medical emergency would require more than one volunteer. So, activities beyond these hours shall be limited to the following. Yeah, for condition C, medical emergency, in parentheses, could we put, this would not be limited to one volunteer? And then the remainder would be as written, except for we would strike item 11.
What about the sanctuary that
I think that's good to keep that in there. They can construct that more, but that would allow it from going any further than that.
I would also like to keep the, keeping the driveway access free, which was number 3. I think you took that out completely. Is it now number 11?
So we had a motion and a second. So I think we need a vote on that, and then if that gets the.
Are you striking number 11?
I am for my motion. I'm striking number 11, and that was seconded. But if that gets voted down, then we would propose a new motion.
May I reread the motion just to make sure that we have it straight? So modify the existing conditional use permit for pause as written, except for condition 1, change hours of operation to 8 to 8 with activities beyond these hours limited to 1 volunteer, with a condition C, medical emergency, not limited to 1. This is for spay neuter A, medication B, and contingency C for medical emergencies.
And then also the striking of.
And strike condition 11, yes. Let me add that to the same line. Thank you, Chairwoman. All right. And with that, let's vote. Commissioner Stevens?
No.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Griebel? Commissioner Deaver?
No.
Commissioner Fenixon? No. Commissioner Shriver?
No.
Chairwoman Emmett? The motion does not pass, 3-4.
So do you have an alternate motion that you would like?
Yes, I would like to have item number 11 added to what your motion is, because that's really what the complaint is about.
And I would like to add that we discussed at the last meeting that the driveway access is really unenforceable because it's private property, whereas there is some control on the conditional use permit inside the property. And so I would put a motion that we would.
Well, we already have one motion on the board. Do we have a second? Okay,
Okay, wait a minute now. His- I don't think so either. Clarify your motion again for us.
Okay. My motion is that I agree to what Angie has said, except that I would like to include the number 11, which allows the not blocking of the driveway access for the residents of the house.
I'll second it.
All right, just to repeat that, we had the motion from Commissioner
Can I get
Steve.
a clarification? The motion 11 states either inside the gate or behind the driver access. You're keeping both of those in there or one or the other? Just so I'm clear on number 11.
Yes, both of them are allowed except for the blocking of the driveway, which is stated in there. And I think that needs to be stated. That's all. I mean, they can park outside the gate up until the driveway.
Okay, the motion on the floor by Commissioner Stevens, seconded by Shriver, was to modify the current conditional use permit for pause as written, except for changing the hours of operation to 8 to 8. Activities beyond these hours are limited to one volunteer with exception of condition C. Conditions are spay, neuter, medication, and condition C for medical emergencies, and without striking condition 11.
Correct.
All right, we'll vote. Chairwoman Emmett?
I second it.
aye.
Commissioner Shriver?
Aye.
Commissioner Fnixon? Commissioner Deaver?
Aye.
Commissioner Griebel?
Can I say something here, or do I have to vote? Huh? I have to vote.
I think you can, if you wanted to explain why you're voting a certain way, you can.
Clarify
But-
that that legal has recommended that this is not enforceable, and that they're recommending striking it from the approval. So I'm just wondering, by doing this, are we going against something that is really unenforceable to begin with? And do we really have the right to make that call? Because this is not, they're not coming here asking for a conditional use permit. They're just asking to modify a couple of things, so I'm having some trouble with that. So I'm gonna vote no, but I want
Okay.
to qualify why I'm voting no.
Okay.
Commissioner Brennan?
No.
Commissioner Stevens?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-2.
Okay. Yes, we did. All right.
With city council on the 9th of November.
Yes, thank you. So we are just a recommending body, so as Wally said, this will go to city council. And what was the date?
November 9th.
November 9th. Okay.
We're gonna try to get it on the first meeting. It means I've got to advertise tomorrow.
All right, and with that being said, do you have any new business for us?
Except the farmer's market got approved, last, about
Could you turn on your mic, Wally?
I turned it off, didn't I? Yeah, the farmer's market got approved by the city council. That's about all I got.
The next meeting, I think, is December 7th, if I'm not, I read the rules.
We don't have one.
I thought we were going to have one in November. The only reason I mention that is normally it really wouldn't matter except the CCIP, the Constrained Capital Improvement Plan, is coming to you in form of a work session and then a public hearing afterwards. I must have
Check
missed
on
that
that.
bylaw, though.
The rules
Check
that
on that.
I read
Yeah.
said that the November, December is combined
Yes, it is.
to December the 7th.
That's
this
fine.
year, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
It's what we did some time ago.
Well,
Check
that's
on
what
it.
we'll do then. We'll
Check
do.
on it, because I think
Okay.
he's exactly right.
That's what I have on my schedule.
Yeah, we don't have a meeting in November. You're exactly right.
And any other communications and correspondence? Wally, any others?
Nothing else right now.
Danielle?
Nothing to add.
And Aaron?
Actually,
Oh,
something to
yeah.
add. We do have a new
Well,
employee, Erin.
Yeah,
Nixon.
I got so caught
Thank
up
you,
in
Angie.
this conditional use, I forgot to mention. I mentioned for some people, but I said I'd get back to doing a formal announcement, so sorry about that. Erin Mixon is our new administrative assistant in community development. She comes by way of Ohio, Tip City. She's got lots of experience in a related field, actually doing pretty much exactly what she's doing here. And we're looking forward to her getting up and running.
Is
Which
that
it sounds like she's close to that already.
Mixon or Nixon?
Mixon, with an M.
With an M, okay.
Right?
Just like to welcome the new staff member to the commission and thank everybody, to include those in the audience, for the last 2 months of going over the issue.
Yeah, I have nothing to add to what's been said, and appreciate everyone's cooperation tonight. It was well done, and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, because we won't see anybody prior to that. And football's back.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to sit in on some of the American Planning Association virtual conference last week, and there were some wonderful workshops that I thought were very well done. What I do want to mention for those who weren't able to see it, it has been recorded, so, and they're available online until, I believe, April 2021. So encourage you guys to look at it if you have the time.
Bonnie?
Nothing really to say. I just hope things can work out for the people at Paws. I hope they can work with the surrounding area and make it work. It has to be some communication, of course, but I think, I'm hopeful that y'all can do it, because you do a good job, and we all appreciate that. And as Kevin said, we won't see you in November, so wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, Tom?
No, I have nothing else.
No, I have nothing else to add.
All right, I don't have anything else either, except to echo, I hope that pause, it sounds like you have some things to think about for the future, and yeah, hope everything works out well, and thank you for coming these 2 months in a row for some long nights. I appreciate it. Thank you. And with that, we will dismiss the meeting.
Thank you.